Introducing the one and only Manny Pacquiao. Introducing El Azteca, Mario Barrios.
Gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Again, I'll tell for all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Touch them up.
Mid-30s, you have a welterweight, hands are fast, feet are no longer fast. Keith Thurman was always able to move.
All right, here we go from MGM Grand Garden Arena. Sold out, over 14,000 on hand. Manny.
Weight champion of the world, Manny Pacquiao.
Worry, you know, can't do nothing but tip your hats on.
Was you surprised? Did you think it was going to end in a knockout? Were you surprised that it went the distance?
You know, Mario, he held his ground, and you know, he started coming on at the end. It was a great fight, but
there are the champs out there that are
good. Should he retire, man? Like, how far away is that retirement? Just can you gauge it as a fighter?
No, man. It's just you go fight per fight, man.
Yeah.
You know, and the way he's fighting, he still looks good. I'm sure. Hopefully, he's healthy. Still feels good, and he got a lot more fight in Manny.
So he should keep it going.
What were your thoughts on the fight?
I seen the fight, and look, I was a little surprised. With myself, my family, everybody watching the fight at home, we were all cheering for Pacquiao, but I was one of the only ones.
Amazing. He did well. He adjusted well. But Manny was stronger, and again, establishing early on.
What did you think? How did Manny look? He looked like he was the 20-year-old in there.
Exactly. Yeah. He looked good. Everybody's saying like, oh, he's old, he's old. Nope. He looked really young today.
Yeah. What do you want to see him do next?
Fight the best out there. You know, you got you.
What did you think of the fight?
Amazing fight.
Yeah?
Legendary fight, man. Amazing fight.
Were you concerned when you heard split decision?
I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I was kind of concerned when the judges were taking forever. I'm like, it don't take that long.
The main event right there.
Wow, man, that was a good fight. Let me tell you this. I was a little bit spectacle, you know, to see Barrios, you know.
The 147s?
It's hard to say, you know. I would say 40, but yeah, I think the 47 there, like, Barrios is young, you know.
The winner, boxing's pride of the Philippines.
In 2008, Khan, a former Olympic medalist and lightweight champion of the World Boxing Council, trained and sparred with Pacquiao. Khan is familiar with both boxes because he has sparred with Barrios in the past. For this reason, hearing his thoughts on their impending confrontation was intriguing. He described his sparring with Pacquiao as an honor and extremely competitive in a recent interview with Sky Sports. Khan was in the ring with Pacquiao a lot. The two reportedly sparred for more than 300 rounds together, as Khan has stated. At one point, they were also supposed to face off, but Bolton's Khan thinks the pound-for-pound great faces a dangerous challenge even if they may have shared 300 rounds with Pacquiao. If I had to give Manny advice, I wouldn't tell him to return. Even if I think the fight will be amazing, you should return to someone who is already retired, like myself, for instance, as it will be an even battle. However, it might occasionally be risky to observe a young fighter who is still competing, punching, and active. For most of his career, Khan was connected to a fight with Pacquiao, but it never materialized. The 38-year-old even stated in an April interview with TalkSport that he would be open to a boxing comeback to face Pac-Man if the opportunity arose. Ultimately, has he lost his passion for fighting after being out of the ring for a while? Khan continued, Barrios, I'm sure he's going to come in wanting to win this fight because it can change his life. When Barrios fought Dennis Ugas in September 2023, he was crowned the WBC interim welterweight champion. In August 2021, Ugas defeated the Filipino great and became the final fighter to face Pacquiao. Since the aforementioned bout, Barrios has fought 5 times. In June of last year, he was crowned the full world champion after Terence Crawford gave up the title to fight Canelo Alvarez at super welterweight. For Mario, the fight is amazing. That major fight is what he needs. Khan came to the conclusion that he would receive a good salary and to be competing against a legendary fighter like Manny Pacquiao. Who would object? Every fighter wants that hug payout. Thus, Mario deserves this fight. For him, it will be great. I used to spar with Virgil Hunter a lot when we were training together. He is an excellent boxer. I'm not sure how much Manny has left. I would say Manny Pacquiao every day if they were at the top of their game. But Pacquiao may have a difficult fight, a lengthy sabbatical, but you're also constantly one punch away from suffering harm. Sometimes you do miss the sport, but he doesn't have to return. Manny may miss the affection and notoriety he once received as a fighter, but I have no doubt that crowds will still come to see him. However, Eddie Hearn is not overly hopeful about Pacquiao's comeback, doesn't think he can defeat Barrios. The Matchroom Boxing chief stated in a recent interview with IFL TV that he will never defeat Barrios in a million years. Even if I don't think highly of Barrios, I would definitely include Manny Pacquiao in our team if he were to win a major boxing match and become the WBC world champion. Hearn went on, but he won't, and he shouldn't be fighting, and he definitely shouldn't be vying for the world title. However, I won't just sit here and say, oh, no. The fact that he fought Barrios was shameful. I'm refusing to let any of my fighters engage in combat with him. De La Hoya stated that he has one particular worrying, even though he is not entirely against Pacquiao's comeback. The speed worries me a little. The president of Golden Boy Promotions claims that although Pacquiao's punching strength may be sustained, as he ages, his style's crucial quickness tends to wane. De La Hoya made his remarks from a place of respect and experience after losing to Pacquiao in a bout that ended his boxing career in 2008. Remember that you are 46 years old. It is quite acceptable to take a day or 2 off. De La Hoya acknowledged his misgivings, but also said he had faith in Filipino abilities. He'll succeed. He's been there before. That never goes away. Therefore, he has the power, but he maintained that Barrios' youth might have a role in how the battle turns out. Renowned trainer Robert Garcia, who has trained athletes like Anthony Joshua, Nonito Donaire, and Bam Rodriguez, is one man who has made predictions about Pacquiao's fight against Barrios. Garcia was right to support Barrios to defeat Pacquiao, telling Aziz that the younger fighter will be superior to the seasoned Pac-Man. Barrios has got to go with me. He is young. He is the victor. Is Pacquiao already 46? That's too much at that age. It would be like me entering the ring. I am unable to. My age is 49. Both fans and media analysts have been very critical of the news that 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao will be coming out of retirement to challenge defending World Boxing Council welterweight champion Mario Barrios. And for now, that's it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date on the latest news, events, and happenings in the boxing industry. Don't forget to enable alerts so you can be informed when we post high-quality content like this. Peace until the next time.